We continue our knowledge sharing mission through a series of interviews with executive leaders from all over the world and are thrilled to have Neelan with us today.
Hi, I'm Neelan Mahendran, Managing Director for Fimcen. Fimcen is an engineering service provider based in Australia for the electrical industry, covering things as like drafting and estimation support services and other engineering support services in the Australian market.
Can you describe the role of a managing director in one word and why?
The one word I would use is empowerment. I think it's all of our responsibilities as leaders in any kind of business to empower our people to be able to take on the job and the role that we do right now, so that in the future, when we're no longer around, or to allow for their progression, they're able to then step into the shoes and also take on those roles as well.
What current challenges are managing directors facing right now, and can you identify a solution?
From my perspective, Fimcen is a startup company, so many of the challenges that are being faced are systematic challenges and challenges that are part of establishing a new business, whether it come documentation, processes, systems, and so on. However, if we were to step outside of the startup mindset, I would suggest that COVID has resulted in many people reassessing their work and their life balance, and they have changed what their drivers are. I think it has now led all of us business leaders to reassess what that actually means for each of our businesses. And I think that that's going to be the biggest challenge. For me, I don't think I've got a silver bullet for any business in particular, but the way I'm going to actually approach this particular problem is really to stay true to my workforce and be honest with them, make sure that they're involved in the conversation and how that's actually going to impact them. Sometimes that may not be what they want to hear, because I need to also make sure that the needs of the company are fulfilled as well. And many of the times people only consider themselves, but I am mindful that there has to be a balance between both the company's needs and also the people's needs. And I think my strategy is really to be open to listening to what their needs are and understanding or trying to understand what their needs are and making sure that we adapt to those needs.
How do you explain the success you have in your career?
I would put it down to hard work, perseverance, also trust in myself and the people that are actually working with me. I know that it takes a great deal of courage to be able to push forward, especially through the challenges that each business and your personal life throws at you. However, the one, I guess, great piece of advice I was always given was that you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So you should use them in such a ratio. So I try to listen double the time that I speak.
How can you see your role evolving in the next 2 to 3 years?
To me, I didn't see it evolving much at all. But just recently, I met a fellow businessman. We were chatting about what my business meant and what the needs of my business were. He made it quite clear to me that for the survival of my business, it needed to be bigger than myself. So really, it's about myself divesting what my role is within the organization and looking for new opportunities and areas of growth for the business.
What marketing or general business trends are you taking advantage of right now?
Well, by far, social media has been the biggest change in marketing of my time and the business. What it has done is given us the opportunity to be able to promote our values and our ideas. But I think that the biggest opportunity that there is being able to share your knowledge and being able to help others not make the same mistakes you did, or maybe actually take advantage of some of the things that worked well for you. So the teaching is close to my heart, and it is something that I really take a great deal of pleasure in. So I see this as a real opportunity to be able to share my learnings through my life.
What career advice would you like to share with other managing directors?
It's up to us to stop, listen, watch, and learn. As I said before, 2 ears, 1 mouth, use them in proportion. So listen and take heed of what's going on around you and the feedback that you're getting from the market. That'll help guide you into the future.
I think this brings us to a close. It's been such a pleasure speaking with you, and I'm looking forward to the next catch-up.
Thanks for organizing this, and I really do appreciate it.